Today you're going to be learning about solids, liquids, gases, and how they relate to the particle theory of matter. So if you remember, the particle theory of matter talks about how there are spaces between the particles that make up matter. When you heat them, they move faster, and they have attractive forces between the particles. So today we're going to use those ideas to look at how that makes solids solid, liquids liquids, and gases gases. So if we start with solid, here's a picture of a solid. You can see here is the square or cube that represents the solid, and all these little parts inside are the particles. So the red part with the little white parts on them. And those particles are always moving, and they all have space between them, and they move at different amounts compared to the other states of matter, liquid and gas. So with a solid, the particles, or there's a liquid, sorry, I guess we're going to look at them all first. There's a liquid, and you can see the particles seem to be moving farther apart than a solid, and they're moving a lot faster too. With a gas, the particles are even farther apart, they're the farthest apart, and they move very fast all over the place, and they take up the entire space that the container that the gas is in. So if we look at solids, the particles are close together, and they just kind of vibrate next to each other. With liquids, the particles are farther apart, and the particles move much faster. With gases, the particles are the farthest apart, they're extremely far apart, and they move the fastest. With solids, they keep their shape, if you look at that. They just stay in the same shape. They don't take the shape of their container. With liquids, they take the shape of their container, but they don't completely fill it. And with gases, they take the shape of the container and they completely fill the container that they're in. That might have been a review for some of you, but if you learned something out of that, that would be great. I hope you're all doing well.